Hi everyone, Charlotte here from Team Basia. I'm coming to you today with a video about the moneymaker that you'll often see in the first look brochures that you get as a representative. Just going to give you an overview of how it works and what you'd have to do, etc. So this one is from campaign 10, which I do know that we've all most probably passed now, but don't forget you can back order. But this is the Outspoken Party by Fergie, and this is going into the brochure, which you'll see on the previous page. This is going into the brochure at £15 per set, and we're getting it as the representatives on the moneymaker at £9 per bottle, and you get the gorgeous body spray and the body lotion for free. So with that said, what I'm going to do is explain how it works and how you'd get the most out of it. So, like I say, these are £9 a bottle, and if you think you can sell 10 and you've got on the top of your head, you've got 10 people, yeah, she'll buy it, he might buy it for his wife, etc., then maybe push yourself and buy 12. If you think you're only going to sell 3, maybe buy 5, but don't be going and ordering too many. If you think you can't sell 50, don't be ordering 50 just for the sake of it. And then what happens is, for every 3 bottles of this you sell, you're going to earn £18. So say for example you sold 6 bottles, you'll earn £36 and so on. So what you could do is work out how much you necessarily want to earn from this money maker, see how many bottles that would be, and see whether you think you could sell that amount of bottles. Or on a flip verse, if you think, right, I know I've got 10 people who would buy this from me, I might just order an extra 2 bottles and see whether I can sell 12 of these bottles of perfume. So that's the way you decide. Like I say, please do not be ordering stupid amounts of these bottles of perfume just because they're on the moneymaker. Only order how many you think you can sell and maybe an extra couple. So this is how it works. Ordering's easy. So like I was mentioning, you choose how many bottles you want to order, then you place your order in the usual way. So for this fragrance and this set, the ordering code, the product code is 69633. And then what happens is this gets sent out with the campaign 10 order if you were to order this in campaign 10, but you don't get charged for this or billed for this until campaign 12. So you have campaign 11 and campaign 12 to sell the amount of fragrances that you've ordered to your customers and to potential customers, and then that will be billed with your campaign 12 invoice. So say for example you only sold 9 bottles of this fragrance but you ordered 10, you can put a credit through for the 1 bottle that you didn't sell, and that'll be amended on your account as always. So now for tips on selling the fragrance. So in this campaign I've ordered a sample for each and every one of my customers. But I know when you're in the early stages of your business, ordering a sample per customer can be quite pricey. Sorry about the shaking, I'm recording this on my iPad, I'm quite shaky today. It can be quite pricey, so maybe order a strip, when a strip has 5 vials of fragrance in it, and then maybe order yourself some fragrance strips. You get 60 strips and the product code for that is 02147. So maybe order 5 or 10 of the fragrances, the fragrance samples, depending on how big your customer base is, and pop a dab of it on the fragrance strip. Pop that into your customers' deliveries and new potential customers, or like brochures and things like that. I know the fragrance pages are great, but it's nothing like having a real fragrance there. So I'd advise you to get these. Also, I have the top tips on selling fragrances leaflet in our team group if you haven't already seen it. So pop over to that. If you'd like a copy of that, if you can't find it, if you email me at charlottereps@gmail.com, I'll get back to you and I'll send it over to you. It's great, like there's things such as putting the fragrance on the money that you're paying into the bank, and the woman behind the counter, oh, I like that, what's that smell? Oh, it's the new Avon Outspoken Party. I'm selling these at £15, they're not even in the brochure. Would you like a set? and maybe that's one of the ones that you've got extra that you wouldn't have had on your list of people. So that's just one little tip from the top tips list that I have. It's a great little list. I love it. I use it all the time. So that's that, and then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to pop over to the samples page to get you the product code for the Outspoken Fresh. So here it is, not Outspoken Fresh, sorry, that's the old one that she did. Outspoken Party by Fergie. So there's the product code 03129. Like I say, you get 5, and they're at half price at the minute, so 30p. So normally, if you're paying 60p for fragrances, for your fragrance samples, you may as well top up and get double the amount this time. So get 10 for 60p. So there's your top tips on selling the fragrance, or a few of them. There's more, like I say, on that. So I hope this has been of some help to you. Another little tip that I do is I order myself a set of this out of the Moneymaker. And then I've got the set to show around, and I'm going to my customers so they can see the bottle of perfume, and they can see what it looks like and have touch and feel of it and stuff. So that's another top tip that I'll give you, but I'll keep the rest for the leaflet and let you have a read of that. So I hope this has been of some use to you, but please don't forget, you can order these, but you will not be billed until campaign 12, but don't order more than you can sell. Order a couple more to give yourself the kick up the backside that you might need to earn that bit of extra cash, but don't be ordering silly amounts. So I hope you found this useful, guys, and have a great Avon day, and I'll speak to you all soon. Bye.